Welcome back to Beyond Your Hood, episode 4.
Number 4.
First things first, if you're new, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Get liking, get commenting, get subscribing, man.
Yes,
Today, thank you guys for tuning into another episode. We are excited to have everyone here. We're looking forward. Today is going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Good. So, yeah, we'll just cut straight into the juice. I was going to say we'll cut straight into the juicy apple. That's so crazy. But we'll just get straight to it. Today, we are joined by a very, very special guest. He's got over 30,000 followers on TikTok, the same 30,000+ on Instagram. He's worked with brands such as the likes of Deliveroo, Unidays, and Nintendo. He is a student at one of the most prestigious universities in the country. And did I mention he currently works for Jaguar Land Rover? Today, we are joined by none other than Sturdythoughts.
How you feeling, man?
How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great, guys. Thank you so much for having me, and that was a wonderful intro. I don't think anyone's ever introduced me like that, and ever will. So,
first time for everything, man. But yeah, no, it's a pleasure to have you. Really excited. We're totally ready to just get into it and feed the people, man. So yeah, we'll start off, and so tell us, who is Sturdythoughts, or your real name is actually Kieran. And I feel like people don't actually know that.
Of course, yeah. No, thank you for letting me on Beyond Your Hood, and I'm really happy to be here. And yeah, my real name is Kieran. Should I say my middle name?
You might as well.
Kieran John McRae.
Wow, okay, full name, yeah.
Would you have guessed that? And Sturdythoughts online. And
funny, mate, before we even get to that, how did you get your name?
Sturdythoughts. What does Sturdythoughts even mean?
So you're Michael Mitch on
Yeah.
TikTok, and you're Dots.
Yeah.
But I found out your real name's Dotton. Yeah. And I have to ask you the same question. How did you get Dots from Dotton?
So, funnily enough, my name is spelled D-O-T-U-N, and quite simply, as I was growing up, my brother just used to say Dots. Like, he'll just call me, say Dots. So that's where it came from.
Me, we've undergone like a lot of character change over the past decade. So it wasn't always
Michael.
Yeah, but nah, people my whole life been calling me Mitch. So it was some other different variations, a lot of different variations. But today we go by Michael, Mitch, or just Mitch. Funny enough, I don't know if anyone has seen the movie Paid in Full. I'll say like growing up, like I really liked Mitch as a character. You know, Money Mitch and the character Paid in Full. So yeah, that's where I kind of like got a lot of like drawing to you from it. But a lot of my best friends back in the day, they used to have the same names, Michaels. So we differentiated by calling me Mitch. But yeah, Michael Mitch was my real name.
Oh.
Did you not actually know that?
No.
You know, we learn something every day.
Guys would call you Mitch, and I would never understand why. Yeah. And do you prefer being called Dots or Dotton?
Dotton. Yeah, but then also some people refer to me as Moses, which is my middle name.
So Sturdythoughts, how did it come about?
So Sturdythoughts came. I started doing TikTok in year 13 when I was doing A-level content around how bad I was suffering. And
weren't we all?
Yeah, I first started to make the name Sturdythoughts because it was just my thoughts about studying.
Yeah, literally.
Makes sense.
Studying was going bad and study was taken. And then I chose Sturdy because I liked getting sturdy. I don't know if any of you guys get sturdy in the clubs.
The name comes from somewhere real, fair enough. So like, tell the people, if people are tuning in to be on your hood for the first time and they have never seen your face before, like what do you do?
So I'm a content creator, university student at the University of Birmingham, and I study computer science. And yeah, last thing I'm doing now is starting Unithrive, which is a community for students that helps them gain internships through mentorship, through knowledge sharing, through resources. And it's completely free. So are you guys part of Unithrive?
Of course we
Of
are.
course we are.
Of course we are.
If you're
Of
not
course
part of
we are.
Unithrive,
Then what are you
get
doing?
signing. What are you doing?
But,
Get signing.
Yeah, but before we dive into, the whole
juicy
Unithrive
stuff,
and what you do now, we want to know more about Kieran, who Kieran is. What was your upbringing like? Background, it could be with your institutions, just society. What was it like growing up as Kieran?
Definitely. So I went to a public school. I don't know about you guys. Same. And then, so I studied 2 subjects, computer science and drama, very different.
Yeah. It will all make sense in a bit.
And I loved acting and I loved coding. And
That's quite a juxtaposition.
It's really different.
Yeah.
genuinely. And so I went with acting for as long as I could. And I was trying to do the school play every year.
Yeah.
Try and get into many acting positions. And then people just kept telling me, you're going to be a barista when you're older. And you're not going to make much money doing acting. So I decided to just quit it, especially when COVID came around.
Yeah.
Just stop it. And then, it just came naturally that I started making content.
Before we even get there, so let's say like how old are you, if you don't mind revealing to the viewers?
Yeah, 20.
20, okay, cool. So like whereabouts are you from? Like where's home? Where have you kind of grown up? Like what area, town, city?
And also what country you from as well.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah. I actually don't know where you guys are from either, and how old you are. But yeah, so I'm 20. I'm half Ghanaian, a quarter Irish, and I always used to say a quarter Scottish.
Yeah.
But I found out last weekend that apparently I'm an 8th Scandinavian.
Wow.
And an 8th Scottish. My granddad was having a conversation.
Yeah.
I never speak to him, and he just said, I'm actually half Scandinavian, half Scottish, so therefore you're
an 8th, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm putting the Swedish flag in my bio as quickly as possible.
It's coming.
But what about you two?
Jamaican.
Really?
Yeah, you do not know?
No.
We're learning a lot. For the viewers are confused about this interaction here, what's going on? Is that like we've like met and made that content and showed quite a few times. So yeah, there's a lot of I guess niches in the stress of like filming content that we didn't actually kind of go over. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you didn't say like what area.
Oh, what area? I'm from London, East London, Wolfham Forest. That's home, man. Same as Dots. East London, Wolfham Forest.
So
Man.
I'm also 20. I'm from East London, and I'm fully Nigerian.
Really?
Yeah, fully Nigerian.
Damn. Is it Yoruba or you're
Yoruba.
different? Yeah.
Yeah, Yoruba.
Bawani.
Literally, man. So we'll say Sturdythoughts. You're from Leamington Spa, which, if I'm not wrong.
Kind of. I travel all over and it's lovely. Like, I'm from Reading.
Reading, okay.
But yeah, Leamington Spa is where I stay and do my placement year.
Makes sense. Perfect. So, I guess we'll even get onto that later on. But I say, first, growing up as a kid, your first, I guess, interest you had was acting, and you did enjoy coding, I guess. So what was like family life growing up, like early toddler, maybe like young adulthood? How was that like for you?
I really want to see Dom's answer to this. It'll explain a lot of things. What was growing up? So, bro, I don't remember what I do on a daily basis, but I'd say, well, I come from a single parent household.
Okay.
So,
Like mum or dad?
I live with my mum.
Okay.
And I have no siblings.
Only child.
So yeah, only child, single mum, and was on free school meals for most of secondary school.
Wow.
And I was always competitive, so I always wanted to be the best at my studies and be the best in my class.
Kind of get that vibe, yeah.
But I was also like that distracted kid, so I was always like had behavior issues and always trying to be the class clown, make people laugh and tell jokes, and then eventually that comes onto TikTok. I'm sure that's the same.
kind of, yeah.
Guys, you can leverage. We're all about leverage, I used to speak a lot in school. Always used to get kicked out of class, and now I'm able to do like make actual money of public speaking. So, but no, like all jokes aside, be good in school. Like actually take your education seriously. But there's room.
Would you say you had any struggles growing up?
Difficulties, or was things kind of plain sailing?
So being a single child means that I had a lot of freedom, but I had to work for that freedom. So it was at first a struggle between myself and my mum all the time. We're
Balancing,
trying to work like and I was always trying to help my mum out, but of course, there's a lot of struggle, and then. So what's the question?
So like, would you say growing up maybe you had like any difficulties?
Oh, definitely, yes. Loneliness. That's a big one that still hits me today.
Yeah.
You get a lot of. I was always that kid that wasn't picked in PE, for example. Always left last.
Pick and that.
Yeah,
Games
and I'd be
left.
put with the teacher, and I'd be like,
Games got left.
And always the outcast. I'd say that trying to tag along with people.
Yeah, trying to fit in ish. Maybe we say
trying to fit in and walk home with people. Be involved wherever I can and adapt my personality, and always the one that if I wanted to get invited to somewhere, I had to be the one that created the group chat and invited other people. All these skills I didn't realize at the time, which I'm only just realizing now. It's helped me in the future.
Literally helping you right now. Yeah,
exactly. Adapt and definitely got bullied. I don't know about you two.
I wouldn't really say.
Oh. No, I got picked on for everything. So at a point, if I could show you a picture of me when I had waves, kids would say your eyebrows were thicker than your head hair. And then when I had long hair, they said noodle head, mop head, spaghetti head.
So basically, you couldn't win. No matter what you did, you couldn't win.
It was unfortunate. And after a bit, I realized I need to start proving myself and making value. Otherwise, people are just going to keep disrespecting me.
That's one thing I noticed that like people will always have something to say, whether it's negative, whether it's positive. But once, I guess, how can I say? Because people always have a reason to say something. Like that's just how we're inclined as human beings. But like you said, once you, I guess, internally find value in whatever you're doing, then it doesn't really matter what people say. Do you know what I mean?
Doesn't matter.
Because someone could say, "Oh, the waves," but this is Sturdythoughts, like, bro, like, do you know what I'm trying to say? But I guess that all comes from like internally. Once you find value in what you're doing internally, then the outside opinions, voices, they don't really matter because they're always gonna be there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and also, I wouldn't say it's a good thing, but throughout all those experiences, it's molded you into who you are today. So.
Even like you were saying, the lessons that you learn as well. I guess it's similar but different. I guess some of the lessons I learned growing up definitely helps me today, like being adaptable, navigating my way through the hood, getting involved in issues, seeing things happen. Like a few episodes we talked about Dot saw one of his friends getting stabbed and whatnot. It's a different kind of issue altogether, but all these skills, I guess it what comes out of it is what matters the most. Like, what have you been able to leverage those experiences, and how's that helped shape you today, which is always the main kind of takeaway point. So,
100%. Would you say in school you was one of the smart individuals there, or how was it for you?
One of your friends got stabbed is crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
That's crazy.
I'm not laughing because it's funny.
It's fine.
I get what you mean, yeah.
Sorry, what did you say again?
Like, was you smart, basically?
Was you struggle with school, like academically?
No, never struggled with academics.
I didn't feel like you were the type to as well. I always feel like you was quite clever, yeah.
If you know, like we filmed a lot of content together at Warwick University, and I've had the pleasure of watching you grow as a content creator and get better with your speaking.
China, making me blush.
I'm being serious. Like, it's nice. You get more. Your flow is getting better. Your confidence and your less retakes, the structure.
Yeah, I agree.
And I saw that video that you posted, in which it was just one take of you walking towards it. I was like.
I'm learning, guys. School. I don't think you really struggle. Because even the way, like, how he speaks and stuff, like, was when we was making content as well, it all sounds like, I don't know how to fit the word, but you seem very, like, academically sound, and it comes across, especially like in your videos as well.
What? So the way he articulates himself.
Yeah, very well spoken, I think. So I don't feel like, did you ever really struggle in school or not really?
No. So one thing I always think is that university is like the side hustle.
yes.
And content and everything else is my main hustle.
The main hustle.
If you know me, you'll know that I'm quite academically smart. I got the highest grade in my secondary school.
Wow.
Hats off.
Genuinely, it was 3 A stars and an A, and that was from a public school in Reading.
Yeah.
And even in university, first year of uni, I got 100% on most modules, which was something I'm quite proud of.
I've never seen that in my life, to be honest.
Fair enough. I knew you was good. Didn't know you was this good.
Not even trying to flex or anything. Not trying to say like it's...
Flex it, bro. Flex it.
I'll even say like there's bits where I struggle with. Like it's the computer science modules where you're by yourself and you're not really working with other people. That's why I strive.
Yeah.
But in group project, I got 50%. And I was the lowest rated on my team because I wasn't bothered about... Yeah, and that's not even a 2, is it? That's like a 2.
No, 2.
Yeah.
It's alright. It's okay.
And
It's not the worst. It's something.
Have you guys got 50%?
I've got low.
Yeah. It gets dark sometimes, you know. We're here. We're moving. You could fail and succeed. But okay, we're saying growing up, bit of struggles maybe growing up. I guess like many of us can relate to. But was academically sound in school. Kind of went on, ended up studying computer science, choosing to study computer science. And then like kind of fast forward now, your Sturdythoughts, we kind of know how Sturdythoughts came about. And for the people who I guess many of you would know, okay, I'm going off a bit, but even before I even actually met you, I saw your face. I didn't actually know where from, but I recognized his face. I know this is a guy, he makes like videos online, like a lot of talking videos. So talk to us, how did like the whole TikTok Sturdythoughts, how did that kind of come about? Because I'm not mistaken, millions like greedy guy. He's on TikTok. There's like, you know how you can do categories of like videos. He's got like this is so greedy. He's got like a category that says milli plus. There's like 20 videos.
He's done his research.
He's got like 20 mil plus. So talk to us. How did the TikTok stuff come about?
I love that.
Milli plus.
It feels good. Like, your assessment center videos, they
bang. Yeah. I'm learning. So like, even like, what brought you to start TikTok? What made you?
Like what made you start content creation essentially?
100%. And I want to know the same for you two as well, because I'm keen to learn. Actually, no, first, you guys go first if you don't mind.
Okay.
Go on, you go first.
Fine. So with me, the way in which I started content creation is because when I was young, I had a couple favorite content creators. So the likes of like KSI, or some American YouTubers. And I was thinking, wow, like this is so cool. If they can do it, I can do it. So originally, a lot of people don't even know, but I started off with YouTube. Really? The way in which I grew my YouTube was through opening my GCSE results video. And I did decent, to be fair, but that's the way I started. So over time, I pivoted from YouTube to TikTok, and then ever since, I've just been posting on TikTok mainly, to be honest.
Well,
YouTube is tough.
Call myself a content creator per se, but like really, I never liked doing anything online, to be honest. But I guess when I started Beyond Your Hood, then I kind of went through like a time where I kind of like modeled out what I was doing with my life, and kind of got what it was that I wanted to do. That's when I thought, okay, I've seen the benefits in terms of building your personal brand, building yourself on TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, all these different kind of profiles. So then, I guess it kind of just birthed from a place of me, like, kind of not reinventing, but like repolishing myself, and then wanting to like get as much people as possible to kind of see the stuff that we was doing. So really, it was just more to help get our message across, help get my message across. That's why I kind of started. So my first video was just like to speak into the camera, that kind of stuff, uni stuff, beyond your hood stuff. Really was the first, yeah.
So you're more of like, you want to market yourself and
literally that
spread your message, and then you had role models such as KSI, I'm guessing Comedy Shorts Gamer, and felt comedy straight into that side of things.
Yeah,
literally that.
literally that.
Because I remember you were saying, okay, like around lockdown, you kind of started, I guess you said you kind of liked acting, so that kind of played a factor into starting. And then your first videos was similar GCSE results, A-level results? No, not yours,
yeah,
like yours, yeah, like your first kind of videos.
No, I remember what you said about the acting, because the acting really helped when you're talking about the 1 million view videos.
Yeah.
I realised that everybody was making skits about POV, you're cooked, POV, you're struggling in exams, but no one really knew how to act right. And I'm not saying it in a disrespectful way, but I'm saying everyone was making the same generic content, and it was good content, but if I just applied my acting knowledge to it and acted as the lost boy, the the incompetent, what are you doing? Then it just came naturally. So yeah, for me, I started, like you said, sometime after lockdown. I was revising for my A-level exams, and then I just didn't want to show my face. I was too scared at the time, so I just posted videos of my textbooks and put a caption on the top of it.
Okay.
And then, going into uni, I started to vlog my experience. So come with me for a day in the life of University of Birmingham. And people started to recognise me. And I thought, this is such an amazing feeling when you get recognised by people.
For doing stuff, yeah.
Yeah, for doing your passion.
Like me? Like, you're coming up to me? You're recognising me? Yeah,
so you say, what was, I guess, the taking off point in terms of TikTok? Like, what made you, or maybe like your first
viral moment,
or your first video that done really well that made you kind of think, I can continue actually doing this?
Actually, sorry, this is just relating back to what I said before. You know how I said, like, I struggled with loneliness and, sorry if I moved the mic, getting pushed out of groups. I wasn't invited to the PE groups, etc. Now I'm excited because people are starting to recognise me and I feel like a somebody. Do you see why? That's pushed me to do content so much. Well, I'm seeing it anyways. My first viral moment, I think I mentioned to you, was my brand deal.
Wow.
Who was that with? If you can reveal that, yeah. Who was it with?
It was with Deliveroo. Okay,
so tell us,
how did it come?
How did it come about? How did Deliveroo come? Because I'm not sure. We'll tell the people to scroll down and find it.
That video is off my page.
Oh, wow. What was you doing with Deliveroo at the first point?
It was the worst brand deal I've ever made, and it was for £30. And that £30 was in Deliveroo credits. So they gave me a free pizza. And I remember I just shouted the whole mandem. I was about 10 of my friends, and I said, let's all get together. Pizza's on me. They sat there waiting for about an hour for the pizza to come. And I said, let me just get clips of you eating it. And yeah, the video did well. And no, the video didn't do well. Sorry. I enjoyed the brand deal so much. It was just the idea of
working with like a renowned brand. Yeah. Getting them to recognize you. So now saying from there, you've kind of worked with a lot more brands, like Uni Days. Again, you said Deliveroo. There's a few other brands you've worked with as well. Is there any like tips that you might have for the people in terms of like working with brands? You've worked with a few like content creating for them. Any tips that you might have or any lessons that you've learned?
And that, going back to that point, that's why I was so excited when Dots told me about his brand deals, because that feeling is fantastic, and hopefully lots more to come. Hopefully. So any tips on how to gain brand deals?
Any tips or even anything you've learned, like working with them, maybe I guess in terms of like what they want from you, or learning how to negotiate with them, or learning how to like speak to the person who's representing their brand, like anything that you've kind of learned over your time of working with a few brands?
Definitely. I had a conversation with a girl called Gavina yesterday, and she was worried about a brand deal. And the best advice I can give is just reach out to anybody, reach out to me. Even if you were struggling with a brand deal, or you were struggling with how to negotiate, or what should you do, or you don't like something in the contract, reach out to somebody that knows about it, because you're going to get better terms that way. And
yeah. So you're saying like mainly just working with somebody, like, and again, I think is a key point in the sense of no one ever does anything alone. So if in terms of brands, working with brands, there can be some nitpicky things in the contracts in terms that it can be quite difficult working with them. So you're mainly just saying, look out for other people who have worked with other brands, like mentors or people you can kind of partner up with that can help you. Yeah,
100%. Because within like the content creator space, I feel like sometimes people may not know their worth. So this is something that me and Kieran is even talking about, and I've also seen other content creators talk about this as well, saying how they've been working with a company and they charge this price, but in reality they could have charged this price because they came out to you. You're the value. You're the person that they want to reach out to and collaborate with. So yeah, what you said.
Fair enough. And we'll say, so that's kind of TikTok. You've been doing TikTok for how long now? 4
yeah, almost 3 years.
3 to 4 years. And I know you also do some other stuff like that have come as like an offshoot of TikTok. So you do like public speaking as well. I guess, how's it been, obviously starting from TikTok and then pivoting to different areas and different niches? Well, how's that journey been like for you?
It's been great. And something like TikTok and public speaking, if I'm ever getting into something new, I always would reach out to people like yourself, right? If I wanted to get into public speaking or podcasting, I'm coming straight to you guys and saying I need to start a podcast. What's the cheapest way I can do it? Who can I speak to? And any tips for me? What should I avoid? So going into different areas like public speaking is so thrilling.
Yeah.
Some people can stick on content for the rest of their entire lives and stick on their job or stick on something like their business forever, but I feel like it's human to just want to move niches, right?
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, and would you like to shed light into some of the other things that you do as well? So, like Unithrive, explain a bit more about Unithrive and, the upbringing. How did that arise, essentially?
Coming from a different perspective from Dom, who was, on just a second ago, Unithrive. So this is a work in progress. No, I'm joking. This is starting to formulate, and it's fantastic because myself and Dom, we've now worked on it almost a year.
Wow.
Not properly, but we've been speaking about it and letting it formulate over the course of a year now. And to see it finally coming together
it's amazing.
It's a relief.
Yeah. Honestly, because you're thinking, 9 months, if I quit now, that's a waste of 9 months, right? But we spent almost a year. 6 months in, we formed a limited company.
Wow.
And 7-8 months in, we started to promote it to people and actually formed the first Discord server.
Wow.
Gained 3,000 students.
Wow.
And
it's not small.
It's not small.
It's a lot of people.
And even today, Unithrive is still quite small, but it's the journey that we've been on. We've learned so much about. I feel like I could develop any business from start to finish because Unithrive is now a team of 20 people, and we've really gone through some obstacles. And something that I'm not sure if Dom talked about, which I don't think he did, but me and Dom used to squabble quite a bit.
I didn't talk about that.
You didn't talk about that. You didn't mention that one.
And maybe I shouldn't. But I don't know. When you're starting the podcast, have you guys squabbled in any way and sort of?
I wouldn't say squabble. Squabble's not right.
I'd say me and Don, we don't. Well, Don and I, we don't fight.
Yeah, we don't
fight. We
and
just
say for example, if we don't have the same perspective or something, we'll just talk it out and then come to an overall agreement of things.
Yeah, it's not like all out war.
But you're saying like it's the journey. Like you literally started something. You had the idea. What was it? What was the initial idea that made you start Unithrive? Because they kind of already know Unithrive as like a mentoring platform. That helps university students and pre-university students or get into university or help get them internships, help them navigate their way through that difficult kind of process. I guess, does that have anything to do with you being a student, maybe starting off, that gave you the initial pump?
Definitely. Yeah, it's good you guys don't tread on each other's toes and you work it out, and that'll be strong long term in building trust and, you know, pursuing beyond your hood, which is fantastic to see being in the studio.
Crazy.
Crazy. And we're trying to get the same grant as well from Warwick. And yeah, so with Unithrive, so it started when I started making content around how to do better at university, right? So my content had different stages. So even though I've done content for a long time, it's not been just one stage, right? It's been, I did skits about me struggling over exams, assignments, flatmates, making friends. I did talkative, informative videos about how to make friends at university, how to find flatmates, how to deal with a shared kitchen. Then it became more career focused, how to make internship applications, how to do interviews. And then it kind of hit that point where I was like, okay, I've done a lot of career content now. There needs to be a next step. How can I really help elevate my career content? Share the same knowledge to as many people as possible, because I love getting questions from people, but sometimes it was the same question over and over again, right? Do you ever get questions in your DMs? And they're the same question?
Same question over and over again.
But now it's like you wanted to create like a system to actually help other people deal with this, maybe some of the similar things that you kind of dealt with. And then Unithrive, you said the journey. I think one of the good parts that I like about what you said is about the journey. No one ever tells you, there's no blueprint to doing anything. Even some of the things that we're doing, there was no blueprint. Do you know what I mean? It's okay to stop, to take pauses. He said it took you almost close to a year to actually get Unithrive to a place where it is at now. So that's a whole 6, 7, let's say that a good chunk of that time, nobody even heard of the name Unithrive before. Nobody knew what it was. So it's if you're on a journey, stick to the plan, stick to that journey. Just because you can't see it or people can't see it doesn't mean that it's not there. Beyond your hood, like, we was doing it for a while before anyone even knew about it. People just knew we was doing something.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Know what it was exactly.
Even your life is the journey. To get to a point where we had to do Beyond Your Hood, I had to go through a lot, be the age that I was at. So stick to your journey. You never know where it will lead you and take you to.
Motivational speaker for definite.
So you say TikTok, you're doing amazing, working with a lot of brands, Unithrive as well. But I think what the people don't know is, amongst all of that, you're a student as well. And not just a student, you're a placement student at Jaguar Land Rover.
It's a good company.
What's that like, I guess, working, being so used to being a student and then the balance to working?
Sometimes stressful. Right now it's stressful. But
so I don't mean to laugh at your stress.
Yeah, I was going to... No swearing. How's being a student and a placement student? You guys know what a placement year is, right?
Yeah.
100%.
And I'm sure you have friends that are doing placement years as well.
Currently right now,
And sometimes people get confused between an internship and what a placement is. But I'm a third year computer science student, and it's stressful because you're working 9 to 5. Then in that 5 to 9 gap, you're trying to fit in
all the content stuff,
all the content,
do,
all the other
else,
things you want to do outside of work as well.
Definitely. And are there... At university, sometimes you could be surrounded by the right or wrong influence. The same at placement. I don't know if you guys have some right or wrong influence.
So do you feel like, the reason I'm laughing, you see like at work, there are like other, not bad, no one's bad, but yeah, no one's bad. But like, people that like don't necessarily influence you to like be the best you at work. Potentially. Or, okay, maybe not you. That's way too specific. But we'll just say that, like, you said at university, there are sometimes maybe friends that you have that might not be doing their work on time, or that might be skipping lectures as well. Would you say, like, it's possible to find similar patterns like that at work as well?
Definitely. People are misaligned with your goals, my goals. And you're going to be surrounded by people that have different goals, and that's completely fine. And everyone has their different dreams. You might want to go and work 9 to 5. I think we spoke about this. You
Yeah.
might want to work 9 to 5 after your work, and after you graduate. You might want to do a master's. You might want to start a business, be self-employed, and that it's completely fine to have different opinions on what you do. But I like working around people like yourselves, right? Because you've pushed me to come onto a podcast and talk about stuff that's quite personal and quite deep.
Out of your comfort zone,
Definitely. I wouldn't sit the camera down and go, today's video idea, I can either do top 10 tips for university, or I can do reasons why my childhood was full of bullying.
And you know what? Funny enough, you were speaking about that, because I even remember watching one of your videos recently where you was talking about how for a long time you had to build up the courage to be able to speak on socials.
Literally. So I think one thing that I will again point out, like I even say like this, like a saying that like I heard and I've kind of been going with it. Ooh, I moved the mic again. An outstretched mind, it doesn't go back to its old possibilities. So once you're here, you expose yourself to new environments. You started talking on social media. You didn't stop. And you didn't stop, literally. The same way, like, this wasn't the most comfortable thing neither Dots and I, well, Dots a bit different, but would want to do. But once you do it, you don't stop, and it's taking you somewhere. So yeah, there's an art in continuing. So you were saying TikTok, and now you're speaking. We have Unithrive as well. Also, even working in the field engineering that you're doing. No, not engineering, is it?
Software engineering.
Software engineering.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself ending up in like the future? What's next for you? Would you think?
Sorry, I don't know if it's bad for content if I just pause up after every question.
No, it's fine. I can just go.
Fantastic. It probably makes the editing job a bit harder. But sometimes it helps just collecting my thoughts. So after university, no, after everything, after graduation, I don't think anybody's completely sure about
It's fine.
It's valid.
What's happening. I'd be lying if I said, okay, boom, Unithrive is going to have an exit strategy and it's going to be...
Since forget exit strategy and we're gone. And we're living in Dubai for the rest of our lives.
Bali, I'll shout you, man. But is that...
Yeah, no, I was literally just wrapping up now. That's fine.
Of course. Yeah, definitely just want to move into making content for people as much as possible. I don't think I can continue talking about university when I'm 25 years old. Already people say you're an uncle, you've graduated, stop making the skits. And so when I come on and start putting the camera, I'm a third year, final student, you know.
At 26.
It's a lot.
It's too much. But if it still gets views, I'll be doing it, trust me.
If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Honestly. But yeah, I'll probably have to find a job and
Fair enough.
And find something that I enjoy and just stay connected to the people that I love and do it for my mum, do it for my dad. My goal at the end of the day, I mentioned to you guys, was to retire my mum.
Wow.
And I'll quickly, I don't know how much time we've got left, but I'll quickly mention this because you told me to.
No, man.
My mum struggles. She works 5 days a week as a nurse. And 2 things happened recently that blew my mind. And I said, Mum, what were you doing? And the first thing is she wants to pick up an agency job so she can work on weekends because they stopped giving her weekend shifts since they gave her enough staff. They have enough staff. And the second was she wanted to not use her annual leave, but just throw away the days for the extra money. And so she can keep working. But be paid extra. And I thought,
it's a lot.
It drives you to wanna, do you know what I mean?
Become the best version.
Yeah. And I think it's admirable as well. It's very admirable, man. I think these are the factors in life that kind of push us, do you know what I mean, to go on to do more. Do you know what I mean? I was at a conference that a few weeks ago and I heard Gary Vee say something very similar. He said that he's motivated by like the way how his life has turned out. So the things that have happened in his life, it's funny, very similar. Having a loving mum that really cared for him as well pushed him to go on and do the things that he's doing today. So, yeah, I guess part of the story, man. That's very admirable, man. You don't even know this, but I think in the last episode we spoke about it like as a discussion point. I've had a lot of people speak about it. So, fair enough, man.
No, so ultimately, you want to work and alongside that, continue content creation to retire your mum.
Yeah, 100%, man. One point, if I can speak on it, is you see a lot of guys, they go to university and they just waste it.
Yeah.
And they do nothing with it. You know, universities offer stuff like business grants, 3,000 from Warwick, 500 from Birmingham. So for you to just start a business in all the free time that you have, and I see these guys, they'll be shouting me for club. I haven't gone to the club in about 2-3 years, and I'm thinking, you're wasting the time.
Man.
Yeah, this time's running out. We're already quite old.
Uncle status, granddad status, man.
Yeah.
But that makes sense, man. I think what you have in life, use that to motivate you. And even the things that you do have, uni, don't waste your entire uni years just partying and playing FIFA. You know, there's a lot more to it that you can be doing with your time as well, man.
Yeah, definitely.
100%. So, yeah, great episode. And on that note,
we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. I'm Michael Spin.
And Kieran, Sturdy Thoughts.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up here. Where can the people find you if they want to find you?
Please feel free to contact me at sturdythoughts@outlook.com if you're a brand, and if you're a...
Yeah.
And join the Unithrive community, honestly. Well, I'd love to answer all your questions and help support you through mentorship, one-to-one calls. Someone reached out to me on LinkedIn earlier today and said, can I book a call with you? And I said, of course. Ask any question you want, please.
Flo. Literally, Dom, his partner, said, I'll block you. Dom said, I'll block you if you try to message me. No, Dom actually won't block you, but literally, there you go. Message, shoot, join Unithrive. The socials are there. You know how to find him. But yeah, this has been our episode. What was this episode? Episode number 4, guys. I'm out.